Welcome to this video on cylinders and cones. This is a very important part of geometry. We talk about the surface area again and the volume as it relates to cylinders and cones. A few formulas to keep in mind. We have, of course, we have lateral surface area, we have total surface area. Very important too. We have lateral area and total area. And so the lateral area is 2 pi RH, and the total area is actually 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. Keeping in mind that you have two circles with a cylinder. The volume is pi R squared H. So these are the formulas that relate to the cylinder. You're going to be using these a few times when you get to the practice problems. So please go ahead and read the chapter and then spend some time doing problems. Every other odd would be sufficient. You want to make sure that you show your work in your notebook, write the formula that you need, and then go ahead and plug in the values you've been given to solve for what you need. I will be available to answer any questions if you have any questions on how to use these formulas. The other set of formulas that are important would be with cones. And so with cones, we also have to keep in mind that we have four formulas to actually keep in mind. The volume is 1/3 pi R squared H. So we have 1/3 pi R squared H. That's one of the formulas that you'll be using with cones. Then we have the surface area. We have lateral area. So we have L is equal to pi R L. So that's lateral area. And then we have the total area, which is equal to the base plus the lateral area, essentially. So the area of the base plus the lateral area. So the area of the base is pi R squared, right? The area of a circle is pi R squared, and that's plus pi R L. So that will give us the total area. So we have the lateral area, the total area, and then the volume. As you're solving problems with cones, remember we've talked about Pythagoras theorem. So when you have a cone, one thing to keep in mind is that you might be given the height, and if you know what the radius is of the circle at the base, then you can find the slant height. You can find L. So L squared would be equal to R squared plus H squared, or you can write it as L squared is equal to H squared plus R squared. The order of these does not matter. Remember the commutative property of addition. That's very important to keep in mind. So we can find the slant height that way. You've been given the volume formula, and you can use that to solve the problems for the cone. For the practice problems, again, I would recommend doing every other odd. It gives you practice for several types of problems. And you have 47 problems in this section. So if you do every other odd, you'll be ending at number 45. If you want to do more problems, or if you see an interesting problem you'd like to try, please do not hesitate to try. I always want you to go above and beyond what's expected so that you learn how to excel in whatever you're doing. Not just in mathematics, but in anything you do. So please let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day, and I will be available to give more examples.